Hello, Rooted to Rising gang. Welcome back to my channel. So today, happy Sunday. I wanted to do a little bit of what I call open thoughts. And I just want to share more of my journey and why I decided to start this channel and why I decided to get into gardening, get into baking. First, as I stated in one of my older videos, I was diagnosed with stage 3 colon cancer, colon rectum cancer, September the 17th, 2025. I will never forget that date. That's the date my life changed forever. I have videos of my journey thus far, and I will share some of the videos in this video. I will attach it so you guys can see my journey. But just a quick overview. My life changed forever last year during that time. And then my treatment plan. So first they wanted to start off with surgery, and based on the biopsy would determine whether I had to move forward with treatment. And when it came back that I had stage 3 cancer, very aggressive, moving more to stage 4, I was devastated. I didn't. Hearing someone put a timeline on your lifespan, you never live the same. You never move the same again. I don't care what happens. Your life is changed forever. And I felt like I did a very good job at balancing my mental health before being diagnosed with cancer. But afterwards, sheesh, mental health is a real thing. And you know, I'm in a stage where I'm in a waiting period, and I feel like there's 12 rounds in boxing. I feel like I'm at 6 and the wind is kind of knocked out of me, and I'm trying to recover, and I'm trying to find ways to get out that dark space. And I believe in God, and I pray every morning and night and give him thanks and worship to be able to do the things that I can do today. It may not be what I could have done in the past, but it could be worse, and I've seen people have it worse. So I'm forever grateful. So I give thanks. But I do have hard mental health days, and I needed something that I'm doing just for me that makes me have a little bit of light and happiness. And I always wanted to garden. I felt like that's so cool. I remember my grandpa, he had like a mini garden. I remember him growing like watermelon. That's the first thing I seen. And I remember my great grandma, and she was gardening, and she always had such a beautiful yard and garden. And I always thought that was so cool. You could take a seed and bring so much life to it. And that's kind of where I'm in right now. I feel like I need to bring so much life into what's been given to me as a death sentence, a dark moment. And my family brings me so much life, but I need something aside from them. Because, you know, you don't want to put everything on your family all the time. So, gardening it is. So I'm learning. I'm new to this hobby, and I'm very excited. I already came upon a lot of challenges, but what's life without challenges? And I feel like it kind of speaks to my journey where I'm going through now. What's life without challenges? You know, going through a lot of challenges right now with my physical health and physical appearance, and my mental health. And, you know, here and there, like maybe on Sundays, I will get into some of the topics in regards to it. But this is just a intro, and I can share more of this journey, share some clips of my progress along the way and where I am today. And yeah, so I was scheduled to do 12 rounds of chemo, very aggressive chemo that you can have, and I did 11 rounds. And then I was scheduled to do 25 rounds of radiation, and I've done 25 rounds. And well, I did 25 rounds of radiation while taking chemo pills as well. So that was a journey. And I thought that would be the easier part of my journey. And it was nothing easy about radiation for me, combined with the chemo pills. And I just want to share for someone who's maybe going through what I've been through, or what I'm currently going through, and feel like, it's hard to get out of bed, there's no hope. And I just want to share that it is hope. It's not easy to get a timeline on your life. Someone tells you you have this long to live, and ever go back to normal, and your life should go back to normal. That's not an easy task. It's not an easy task to live stress-free or in a zen state, to live a healthier lifestyle when, let's be honest, the world we live in today is very stressful. Very, very stressful. If you're a parent, it's stressful. It's just, life has its stresses, and to live a stress-free lifestyle is like, what does that even mean? So this is a journey, and I want to share this with someone who's going on the same journey, or someone who may be going on a different journey, but needs to feel like there's hope, in the sense of growing together, learning together, and finding a sense of peace, and even in the storm. So I got to ring the bell twice. I rang the bell for chemo. I rang the bell for radiation. I'm in a waiting period. I've had my first CT scan since being in the waiting period. And this week coming, I find out whether or not all those treatments work. And living in a state of unknown is high anxiety for me. So I've been baking. I'm continuing to bake through it and eat good goodies. And I've been gardening, and I've been spending time with my kids and my husband, and talking to my village on the phone, and just trying to find ways to get out of my head and not live in that dark space. I'm a big foodie. I love, 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 love bread. And refined sugar is something you should not have while in general, but while battling cancer. It's just, they love it. Cancer cells love it. So it's bad for it. So I'm trying to find a way to bake goods that's healthier for my situation, where I can still get a piece of joy, and not be so harmful to my body. So enough of that. In the comments, share if you're battling anything in this season of your life, and you want to, what hobbies have you taken up to get some peace of mind and stress relief? I'm going to stop yapping now and clip my experience thus far from my cancer journey. And once again, thank you for joining and subscribing to my channel. Thank you for the few comments I got on what I should do in far as gardening. I appreciate the advice and the recommendations, because I'm new to this. I'm not true to this, but we're doing this. So let's grow together, gang. Okay. So the end of September, maybe 2 weeks before the end of the month, I got news that I have colon cancer. It rocked my world. It took the wind out of me. And it's been really tough for me and my family. But by the grace of God, I got a call. Well, not even a call. I was in person with the doctors, and I opened it came because someone canceled their appointment. And the following week, I was able to have surgery to remove the tumor. Now, that ain't God. If that's not God, I don't know what is. What's the odds someone would cancel their appointment, their surgery? Not their appointment, their surgery. And life-changing surgery. So needless to say, my family surrounded us, and supported me and my husband and my kids as we go through this journey. And I'm currently recovering from surgery. I'm 2 weeks out of surgery. And I get a phone call yesterday that rocked my world again. After the biopsy, it's stage 3. Which means I have to not only do surgery, but now I have to do treatment afterwards. Chemotherapy, all the things, just to make sure it doesn't come back. I can go on and on about how I feel during the process of being sick before finding out, and the process of going through surgery and how I feel now. But I guess I'll sum it up to say I haven't felt like myself since July. I haven't been able to be, I'm a stay-at-home mom, but I finished school for real estate and was getting ready to start my new path for real estate, my new career. But that's just on pause for now. But so many things have changed, and it's changing so fast. But I laid all my problems down, gave it to God, and we gonna beat this. We gonna beat it. Today I ring this bell. It signals the close of one chapter and the start of another. I ring once for all I endure. Woo! I ring twice to celebrate today.
Yeah!
And I ring 3 times for everyone here.
Yay!
And I ring once more for the future.
Bring it! Congratulations!
Thank you guys for all your support. Thank y'all. We appreciate it. Okay, so I'm on my last week of treatment. Today is June 7th, 2026. And I get to ring the bell on Thursday. And this journey has not been easy thus far, but trusting in God, I have had minimum symptoms, but minimum. And I'm so grateful. And with my village and the support, I've been able to push through each round. I try to bring myself to do updates and post online, but to be honest, some days I just don't know what to say. Some days I don't feel like saying anything, and some days I have too much to say. But I'm very grateful to let God willing this be my last time ringing this bell. Ringing a bell, and then surgery, and then just on a recovery of healing. after all the treatments. What it'll be 10 months of treatments, 11 rounds of chemo done, 25 rounds of radiation going to be done. And I'm just so grateful for another day to be able to spend with my family and to be able to walk this earth. And I'm just so grateful for just the small things. My birthday is coming up in a couple of days, June the 22nd. I'll be a young 35. And I would never have projected that my life will look like this at the age of 35, that I will have to battle such a hard battle at the age of 34. But all is all in God's plan. And I'm grateful. I'm grateful and thankful. There's a lesson in everything. And this journey has done one thing and brought me closer to my family and brought me closer to God. And let me appreciate, I already appreciate the little things in life, but even more the small moments in life.
Oh my gosh. Oh gosh. I'm not very real.
Very grateful.
You have bacon.
So I'm making this post so I can look back at this once I'm in remission and remember this feeling. It's not been easy.
But
God has
lay
been
down.
good and He has brought me through this journey. And that's all I can ask for. There's a promise at the end, but He didn't lead me through the path to get to the promise. All right. Thursday, June the 11th, I get to ring that bell one last time.
We have a graduate! Woo!
Ring this bell 3 times well to celebrate this day. This course is run, my treatment is done, and now I am on my way.
All right!